Good morning and welcome to Iceland. We're just cruising down the fjord and entering Seyðisfjörður. This is one of my favourite places in Iceland, and as you can see behind me, the views are amazing here. Yeah, well, you would be able to see that if the fog wasn't here. So what does this fog mean for my plans for today and my photography? Well, to be honest, it doesn't affect things at all for me. If you end up on a trip and you do have foggy conditions, then the answer really is to make the fog a feature of the images that you're making. And that's what I'll be doing today if it doesn't lift. The first place I'm going to visit here in Seyðisfjörður is a Rainbow Road, which is in front of the Blue Church. And I've never actually seen that because the first time I came to Seyðisfjörður it had never been created, and the second time I went in the opposite direction to go up to the waterfall. So today my first objective, go to the Rainbow Road, photograph that. Then as the day warms up, well, warms up a little I hope, the fog I'm sure will burn off, and later on I'm planning to go up to the waterfalls that I photographed last time. I want to make some more images up there, but also I want to use some techniques with the iPhone to create the candy floss flowing water effect using the phone. I've now got a method of doing that. Come and join me as we have a look round a foggy Seyðisfjörður this morning and maybe this afternoon as well. So, see you at the Rainbow Road. Right, I've arrived at the Rainbow Road here in Seyðisfjörður. This was the item I wanted to come along and photograph because when I first came here, it hadn't been created. I love it. It's a great piece of public art, and what you can't see here, but if I turn round or if I move over and turn round, you might just be able to see behind me the fact that we have a pride flag at the other end. This is very clearly a celebration of the LGBTQIA+ community here in Iceland. I think it's wonderful that this is here in Iceland, and it's worth coming to see. The geocache here is one where we provide answers rather than find a container. And we've got to walk along the thing and count all the number of blue lines on it. So that's what I'm doing next. After that, a few more geocaches to find, and then I'll be heading up onto the hills. There's a geocache this end, but then there's a walk, a path along the hillside over to the waterfall. I'm kind of hoping that the mist will have cleared by the time we get there. Well, what a change. As I've been walking around the town, the sun has come through the clouds, burnt off all the mist and all the clouds. That's led to some quite interesting photos, such as this one of the ship with the cloud low down and the mountains above. Come up onto the hills now. You can see behind me the water flowing down the hillside. This isn't the big waterfall. This is just yet another lovely stream with water running down it. Heading over to the big waterfall now, which is further along the trail and then up. So I'll probably do a little bit more to camera when I get there, but this is gorgeous. In fact, I'm getting a bit too hot now with the coat on and all the winter weather gear that I'm wearing. So enjoy the rest of the photos as we've transitioned from foggy Seyðisfjörður to glorious sunshine. Well, I've managed to get to the waterfall. It's a little bit different from when I was last here. The flow of the waterfall seems to have moved over to one side. So the position where I was in last time doesn't allow me to get the shot of both waterfall and ship. However, from where I am, I can do a panorama effect that does that. So I've done that with the video camera. I will try it with the stills shortly and see if that works. But this is quite spectacular. It really is a bit of a scramble to get to where I am, because I've actually effectively in the middle of the waterfall at the moment. There's a small trickle that I passed by, and the big force over to my left over here. So that's where I am. I'm making some photos here, and then I'm going back down. I've come up the other side of the ravine now, and you can see the main force of the waterfall behind me. And I have managed to recreate the image I was looking for, where I've got the waterfall and the ship in the same photograph. I did it on the other side using panorama mode on the phone, and I tried it with my super wide angle on the other side and just couldn't quite get it. But on this side it's just about possible. So I'll drop the photos in from up here. After that, I'm heading back to the ship to get some lunch. After lunch, possibly back into town to create some images where everything isn't shrouded in mist now that it's all lifted. So I'll see you there. Well, good afternoon. I've had my lunch on board the ship. I've come off again, coming back into the town because I want to have another go at making photos of the Rainbow Road. Now we haven't got mist in the background. I'm not sure whether I'll manage it. It's probably going to be full of people. But the other thing I want to find is a monument that I saw previously to the avalanche that was here in, I think it was 96, and it's Twisted Metal Monument. I looked for it earlier, couldn't find it. Being into the tourist information, they say it is near the church, but another street over, so I'm going back to have a look for that. Well, I finally found the monument that I was looking for. It's behind the Blue Church, so not quite as near as I thought it was, which is why I missed it earlier. And just to tell you the story behind this monument and all the twisted metal that's there, in I think it was 96 or that period of time, there was a huge avalanche here, and it destroyed a factory which was on this spot. And when they cleared the rubble, they found these girders all twisted in the shape that you can see them. So they mounted them to form this piece of public art and painted it white. The amazing thing is that all those twists and turns and bends in the girders were caused by the avalanche, not done afterwards. That's the shape they found them in. And it's just incredible to think that that is the force of an avalanche. We just tend to think of it, well, it's only snow falling down, but if it can do that, it's a force to be reckoned with. I've come down to the Rainbow Road, and the aim is to try and get a shot with no people in it. Whether that's going to be possible, I don't know. What I'm trying is a technique I haven't used before on this scale, and that involves taking multiple shots, same exposure, same focus, same position, and then combining them together in post-production, and you should be able to remove the people from the image. So that's what I've been doing for the last 10 minutes, taking photos, trying to make sure that across all the images I've got every bit of the scene covered, and I should, in theory, be able to stitch them together to make it look as though I'm the only person here, which I'm not, as you can see from the scene behind me. There's lots of people walking around photographing this iconic road here in Söderfjärden. So this is probably going to be my last stop here before going back to the ship. I'll leave you with any remaining photos. Next port of call will be Akureyri, and I'll do another travel log from there. But until then, keep making great photos. See you later.